Hello my random YouTube family, I'm Leigh-Jaydee and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do a much needed animal room tour, but I'm going to show you the enclosures after I've shown all the animals because they can get stressed out quite easily. So first of all, I'm going to start off with this little girl. I think it's a girl anyway. I'll pick up the camera to show you a bit better. She is, or he, is a Brachypelma apoplossum. I think that's how you say it. I will insert it in the description so you know. She is, say, around a year old. I'm not sure. I've recently bought her. She's one of my newest animals, and yeah, she's about, I'm not very good at centimetres. She's about 7-8 centimetres. And I'm just going to put her back quickly. So now she's being put back, I'm going to move on to the next animal. There we go. Sorry about the brightness difficulties, but I only have my normal light in my room. So I'm just going to grab the next animal. So here I am with my next animal. She is a female corn snake. She is roughly 8 years old this year. I've nearly had her a year. She is a snur, not an albino. She is snur. I don't know if she'll stay on camera. She's roughly 66 inches long, not sure what that is in centimetres, but she is very calm. She likes to wander quite a bit. Oh, she's okay, I've still got her. She is one of my breeding pair of corn snakes. I've only got 2 corns, but they are hopefully going to breed in the beginning of next year when breeding season starts. But here she is. Her name is Zara. She'll start to notice something with all my animals. I'm trying to stay in the light, I'm sorry. You'll notice something with all my animals. The names are very enough the same, apart from one, which is going to be the next animal I'll show you. Yep, so this is Zara, my 7.5-year-old female snow corn snake. So, here I am with my next animal. This is my male corn snake. He is an anthractic and he's about 55, in between 55 and 60 inches. Not being able to measure him properly, but he is a very big boy. He's also a neck snake. I've had him also near enough a year. He's going inside here. Had him almost near enough a year. His name is Snickers. He is a very beautiful boy. Anthractic. So hopefully when I breed them both together I'll get super snurs. Or some very nicely coloured anthracics. But yeah, they're doing very well. He's eating quite a lot. He used to eat quite a lot. He's a very thick snake compared to her. She does eat more than him now because I have them under a strict eating regime. But he is a very, very beautiful boy. And I love him so much. Move on to the next animal. So, here is my next animal. This is my pinstripe female ball python, or royal python as some people call it. She is a year old. I've had her a week, not now, but she is amazing. She's super docile. We've named her Safari. Very odd choice, I know, but you'll understand in the end. Well, I'll tell you now actually. All my animals except Snickers is named after the Lion King family tree. It's my favourite favourite Disney film, and if there's a picture I look on, there's on Google, basically it brings up the family tree, and Safari was on there, so there's her name. She just hangs around. She's very beautiful pinstripe. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. There's the light. I don't know if you can see her in the camera, but she is very, very beautiful. She has amazing eyes. She's very, very small. I've not measured her yet, and she's not eaten yet with me, unfortunately. But she should eat next week. She should eat next week. She will eat next week. I know she will. But she'll be hungry. We're still getting used to each other, which obviously is a good thing that we're getting used to each other, but she's very friendly. I'm just going to go put her back because she's very tired and stressed. Right, so for these next animals I'm sat on the floor in front of their enclosure because they're not the very best to be handled. As you can see, I've got my Xbox on in the background. So, I have 3, when I remember the name, 3 Rovorowski hamsters, all female. They all live together, all live together. 2 of them are sisters, and then one of them is the daughter of one of them, which I'll show you when it gets to it. But I shall pause. So, I've managed to get the first one. They're not very handleable, I know that, but I do try and spend as much time with them in the week as I can, but I don't want to stress them out, obviously. So here's the first one. This is Kiara. Sorry about that, she jumped. So this is Kiara. She is the light. I can turn it around. She is the lighter of the 3. She is one of the sisters. She is not the mum. She is very, very pretty. I'm gonna put back and grab the next one. Sorry, when they've got the run around of their enclosure, they are very hard to catch. But this is the second one. This is Nala. That also jumped out of my hands because they don't like being handled. They're okay to look at and watch, but she's got very full cheeks at the minute. This is Nala. She, as you can see, she's very patchy. Well, she's a piebald. A piebald Rovorowski hamster. And she keeps jumping out of my hands. So here she is. She is very vocal. Probably won't hear that in this video, but she's very vocal. See, she's got very full cheeks. And now on to the third one. I don't want to hold this one for too long because she is the worst out of all 3 of them for being handled. This is Nunca. She is darkest of all 3. She also has very full cheeks. She is the baby. She's Nala's daughter. The father sadly passed away. He wasn't living with them all. That's why Kiara doesn't have any baby. Doesn't have a baby in with her. But yeah, he passed away sadly. He was getting old. They only live 2.5 to 3 years the most. Like most, obviously, species of hamsters. They can live longer under the right environment, but sadly he just didn't make it. So put her back. And the thing about Rovorowskis is they're better off living in pairs or groups because they don't do well on their own. They like being with others, preferably siblings. Like, obviously, Nala and Kiara did not live together for a few months because of Nala having babies, but they're back together now. They've accepted each other back into each other's lives, obviously. So I shall get on with showing you their enclosures. I just said let's do enclosures, but I forgot 2 animals. How dare I? How dare I? So, here are my pair of crested geckos. This is Fatani. She is a Harlequin Dalmatian crested gecko. I've had her about a year. I got 2 of my snakes and both my geckos around the same time. This is my male crested gecko. He is a super Dalmatian. Not sure if you can see his face. They do spend a lot of time together, but they do have a big enough enclosure to separate, do what they want. He sometimes spends his time at the bottom of the enclosure, whereas she's always at the top. She only comes down for food or for water, because I don't have a stand for that yet. But they are great together. They do live in the same enclosure, but that shouldn't matter. This is Vatani and this is Kopa, K-O-P-A. And his name is also from the website, or from the picture. I'm going to put these back and then I'll get on to showing you the cages. So I'm going to start off over here. At the top this is Snicker's enclosure. It's very, obviously you can see his name there and you can see his plaque there that he came with. So he has a very basic setup. He has a cat food box in the back. He has a water dish, a cave which is his warm side, and he has a tube he likes to lay in. The warm side is over here because the vivarium has a heat bulb which causes enough heat to keep him warm, but he does like to spend a lot of his time in his cat food box. So directly under him is one without a sticker yet. This is Safari's enclosure, very basic also. So this hide is where her heat bulb comes from, but she is going to be getting a heat mat because she is a ball python and they prefer heat underneath. She has a very large water dish which she came with, and just a box in the back for her to hide in which she doesn't use. And then underneath her we have the hamsters. You can see Nala is on the wheel. It's very dark in there. And there's the other 2 girls there, I don't know if you can see them. They have a house, just a box, a little TV toy, a wheel. Then on this side they have their food, a log with water in, with their water bottles in. Need 2 water bottles and 2 food dishes. Wow, it's very hard to see down here on the camera. And then they have a tube. They do have newspaper on one side where the food and water is, because the water does seem to leak and it sucks. That sawdust bedding sucks it all up. So let me move on to the next. I just very basically spun around. I have my TV here, and then I have Zero underneath. Obviously she has a snowcorn. That is the day we got her, because we got told she had her age. She was around 6 or 7 when we got her, so we just said we'd put her as 7 from the day we got her, and worked out to be born in 2009. But she should be 8 this year. There she is. She has a cool slate-eyed, a water dish, and a shoebox for her hot tap warm hide. There she is. She is beautiful. She has also a basic setup. She was in the vivarium which the hamsters are in, now, but she got stressed out and she was just constantly hiding. So as we go over here, this is the Exoterra for the geckos. I'm not too sure on the size, but it's very big. Just have some, get out the light. Just does have some sticks from outside which I boiled in water. some vines. There's Vatani's nameplate, and Copper's is over there. Obviously he's worked his way up the back. You can't see him because of the light. But yeah, they have a very nice natural habitat. And last but not least, I forgot to mention her name. Her name is Rafiki, what I've named her. It's also from The Lion King. I have this. Let me open the doors. She won't mind. This very basic setup. It has dirt on the bottom. She has a rock corner, which she doesn't use, just a stick, and then a fish tank plant in the back, which she likes. She hasn't dug any tunnels as of yet, which I'm very surprised of. And she just has a flower pot hide, well, half a flower pot hide, which I've made look natural. Well, I do have 2 cats that do live here, but they're not part of my room, so I'm not going to include them. That is everything for now. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Tell me what you think of the video. If you like it, give a thumbs up. Tell me something you liked about the video. Tell me which is your favourite animal I've got. I can't pick favourites because they're all mine. I own them all, I feed them all. So anyway, thank you for watching. See you again soon. Bye for now.